All right. Are we all ready for this?
Hopefully I don't get airsick. So, yeah.
Is this going to be like?
I recommend you all bundle up. It's going to be high and it's going to be cold.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, good thing I'm used to the cold.
That I had the foresight to get that enchantment on my circlet.
Don't worry though, guys. Temperature's cold, but the hearts are very warm up there.
TCH. I bet.
Question. Should I attempt to fly on my own, or,
You could use the practice, and perhaps your father could fly with us and catch you if you start to fall.
Oh, there he is.
Well, I definitely need the practice.
I think I still have that cloak that I makeshifted for Dominion.
Yep. So, are we all off?
There we
Is
go.
this going to be like riding a boat? Because if there is, it might be wise for me to bring a bucket.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
All right.
Can we assume
right.
that I cast Hero's Feast for breakfast?
Yeah.
And that makes
Yes.
everybody immune to nausea?
Ah.
All right. That's a good idea. Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay, so you all step aboard your dragon.
We get a little echo from Josh still.
Oh, am I not muted?
No.
Oh, sorry.
You burst out of the land of dragon.
Damn, should I roll for a fly check?
Yes.
Oh, what?
Oh wow!
You kind of jump up and face plant,
Aw. Are you okay?
and it's and you see Varog actually lift you up while you're in dragon form and fly off.
I guess I could have gotten it.
Yes, I'm sure you could, Tunny. But one thing that you need to do, it's we're going to be practicing along the way. All right. I'm going to
Okay.
drop you a couple times.
Okay.
Daddy-daughter flying lessons.
Can I shift into an eagle and help them?
How's an eagle gonna help a dragonfly?
Hey, you know, similar. Okay, fine. I'll shift into a bat.
Pretend it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Giant eagle.
I don't see
America
anything. I just see
Deus Ex
flies.
Machina.
All right.
You can do it, Amber. I believe in you.
All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna ask you to roll another one. It's like, all right, I'm gonna drop you.
Okay.
Oh. Alright, there we go.
Much better.
Yes, with Rose coaching you and the security of your father, it's like you feel much more competent to take a risk. And as soon as that happens, your wings spread out, the wind catches them, and you begin to glide.
Yay, Rose!
You did it! You mean Amber?
Yes.
Amber.
Make fan art of this, please.
Man art, please.
Daddy-daughter flying lessons.
I believe I can fly.
Gosh darn it, I knew it was coming.
Don't fight the winds. Use them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too. Gordon was
Doc and
still-
I are on
Alright.
the same wavelength.
It's like below you. You see the landscape pass under you. You see the Selenia forest.
Oh,
You
sorry.
see the large peninsula, and also you see the ocean. And in front of you is a large cloud.
Oh boy.
I was curious if I might have seen any packs of dwarves searching the land while we were in.
You're a little too. Yeah, you're a little too high for that.
I figured we might be. Just curious, if all.
Someone should just roll a spot check, see if they get a natural 20. Say,
I
oh, there they are.
blatantly aimed for the large cloud. Woo!
All right, you fly into the cloud.
Whoa.
Ow.
Wow.
Jeez,
Huh?
amazing.
Guys, welcome to Cumulus.
You see Cumulus off in the distance. A giant megalopolis of white marble and a masterpiece of architecture. The other dragons fly around, trying to scope out a good place to land. One gives a giant roar, and the others come close.
I have to imagine that at least a few gnomes are gonna think, guys, I think we're being invaded.
Well, we're a peaceful race. We do stand guard, but we don't attack on first sight.
Yeah, but you'd think that gnomes.
You think they'd be put on guard with a fleet of dragons heading straight for their city.
They'd be a little afraid.
Okay. Flap, 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 flap.
All right, you land. As soon as you land, the beauty seems to diminish as cracks in the architecture become more visible.
Oh.
The city seems to be crumbling around you. The only sound is the ghastly emptiness of the wind.
Ivan? When's the last time you've been here?
Very long?
Yeah, they might explain it. I think we I think we might be the only ones here.
Ah, I'm way too huge.
I think I should probably tell you guys exactly what happened.
Ugh.
Should I tell them what happened?
Knowing what happened here might be nice.
Yes. Well, to be honest, I was actually... The reason I left my home was complete by accident. We actually ran into a storm a long time ago, which shook the city so profusely that I actually fell right off of it.
Oh.
And essentially, one of my arms and both of my legs were broken. I couldn't get back up. I couldn't really even yell for help because I was so weak. And to be honest, considering I was too young, I'd never learned the magic that would allow me to find the city and come back. Nor could I fly. I hadn't really come back here in a long time.
So whatever hit this place might have done more damage than you anticipated.
Yeah, I hope at least some of my people are okay.
Great. So either there are still people here, which is unhopeful, there aren't anybody here, or, worst case scenario, whatever came here probably reanimated them and we have an army to worry about.
Well,
but
we
again,
don't exactly
that's-
know until we
That's a cheerful notion, Cross.
Worst case scenario. I take out my bow and just keep it at the ready just in case.
Yeah,
But guys,
What's
if
the-
my people are alive and well, they are a peaceful race. We don't want to show any weapons.
I put my bow away then.
Are we considered outside?
Yes.
Alright,
Alrighty.
you're the boss.
Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, duh. I'm looking
I know
at the
my
wrong
people
thing,
better
sorry.
than...
Out of the way, Shiloh.
Move, you big dog.
Make
trying to cast a spell, you freaking dog. Okay.
bark, bark, and he feels so rejected right now.
What's
That's-
this?
Oh, commune with nature.
Commune with nature. You instantly gain knowledge of as many as 3 facts from the following subjects: the grounded terrain, plant. Ooh.
Nice one. Good.
I should have used that so many previous sessions, but I kept on forgetting I had the spell.
Go for it.
Well, now you know.
That's also one of the reasons that I stopped leveling you guys up after each session, was because I want you to utilize the things that you have.
Yeah.
Alright, commune with nature. You feel like, from looking around, it feels like nature is almost reclaiming this place. Very, very slowly.
Hooray! I mean, aw darn.
Oh, like what happened with the druid?
But also looking around, you don't feel like there was much of a struggle.
If I were to guess, nature is reclaiming it because there's no one to hold it back.
Well, not exactly. You would actually be surprised. One of the centerpieces of our entire religion is a tree.
Oh my gosh, this is so lapuda. Sorry.
What?
Oh, you haven't seen Miyazaki, have you?
Oh dear.
You are a bloody weeb.
You don't even know. No, never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
You are
I've never seen any
bloody weeb.
Well, what I was going to say, the Sky Cedar, which is the centerpiece of our religion, actually is a tree. Essentially, what happened with the Sky Cedar, it was created through the union of a Wizard of Earth and a Maiden of Wind. They actually got together and formed the Sky Cedar. It's so tall, it's able to connect the Earth with the sky, and the reason it's the centerpiece of our religion is because it's symbolic of the fact that no matter how high or low you reside, we can all be connected in some way.
Huh, that's nice.
And when you call that in
any
yourself.
Should the question I move over to Ivan. Should that be a place to start, or that would be a
Well, the problem with the Sky Cedar, it's always moving. It's sentient. We can't exactly track exactly where it's been, but I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know if these roots have some sort of connection to the Sky Cedar of some kind. It is tall enough to reach the clouds, which is where our city resides. And maybe it has something to do with this.
I look back to Rose. Could this does this sound a little familiar with what happened with the druid, or could this be just nature doing its own work?
I think this is nature doing its own work. I don't think, other than apparently the Sky Cedar, I'm not entirely sure there's an external humanoid force here. In fact, it's a distinct lack of humanoid force that I'm sort of detecting.
Well, are the dragons outside getting impatient with us? Because I'm sure they're wondering what we're doing.
Oh no, the dragons are gone.
Oh, the dragons left us here. All right.
Oh, all right. So I guess our best option is to see if I can find any of my people that are still here.
Let's make our way to the center then.
I'm with you, Ivan.
All right, you
I'm
duck it.
Feeling.
All right, so which way are you going?
Actually, let's do what.
Well, does my commune nature spell give us any sort of indication?
Where are you trying to...
Like starters?
Yeah, you do kind of have a general indication of the area.
Right. I'm curious if the source of all these of this nature control is somewhere in the city.
Faye, would you
Well,
have...
actually, yeah, the spell does not function where nature has been replaced by construction or settlement, such as in Dungeons and Town.
That's why I asked if we were considered outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you are outside.
Would Lucid give a better sense of direction?
I'm almost afraid to send him out on his own. Echo.
No, that's the echo.
I think it's Doc again.
I don't hear any echo.
That
But I've
means
got my
gotta
headphones
go.
in.
on your end.
But I've got my headphones in. How could there be an echo?
Echo. Nope, it's gone.
Echo.
No,
It
it's
was kind of there.
It's fine. Whatever.
All right, we'll work with it. Anyway,
Yeah, it's not that bad.
There is an echo from my end?
Yes, there is, but whatever. We'll just deal.
Let me...
it's not that bad anyway.
Is there an echo now?
No.
Nope, you're good.
No, we're good.
I pull my headphones out and there's no echo now? That's wonderful. What's the logic behind that?
I'm sorry,
No
Doc.
idea.
Technology. Anyway.
Anyway,
Wow.
Well, let me see if I can find something that might, and I emphasize might, be useful here.
Anyway, I was about to say, I'm almost afraid to send Lucid out on his own, with everything being so abandoned.
Well, we don't know if
In our experiences, a situation like this typically means problems on the horizon.
right.
And I've watched Lucid nearly die enough times for several lifetimes.
Rose.
You see Simula raise her hand. I have something I want to say.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we have a bug or a rat.
What?
Huh?
I look at Amber.
Don't look at me.
You think someone's
I've
listening?
been thinking about this ever since last night, and it doesn't make sense. The Dragonlands were inaccessible to all non-dragons except Hawthorne, correct?
Yeah.
So how did Arkoff get there? He couldn't have been following us. Someone could have seen him. Moreover, how did he have the time to capture 2 young adult dragons, fuse them together, all in the span of less than a day? How does he know all the things we know as soon as we learn them? You see where I'm going with it?
Yeah.
The only thing that makes sense is someone in our party has been relaying information to him. Intentionally or unintentionally.
Well, you keep on saying you've been watching us. Was it simply scrying, or did you have other methods?
I had many, many spies. But here's the thing. I know of the spies, and I know if they'd be following them. And none of them were there.
The only way that would have worked is if he knows what we're look over at the ones like what we're dreaming of. So, like the first thing he could. So.
Wait, what?
Oh wait, do you not know about the? Oh, we should.
No, she didn't.
Oh, okay. We should probably. I had
Cross?
Shit.
There is a reason
Oh.
we didn't say anything.
I had this feeling way back when. Maybe Arkoff. Am I allowed? Like, should I say it?
Owen would be giving you a death glare right now.
So would Rose.
I'm growling.
Owen and Rose have been talking, and we.
Cross, is there something on your mind?
I just had a very intense dream last night.
Be right back. Just using the bathroom.
Oh dear.
So you had a nightmare. What is that?
Maybe he's left a bug on one of us.
Simula looks at all of you. Simula looks at all of you. All right, everyone, line up. I'm going to check your minds for Gios's.
Gee, what?
Gios, a mind spell.
Very well.
Oh, okay.
Nothing but the Gios, though.
What is a Gios? Explain that again.
A Gios is a sort of spell of
Compulsion.
I looked
like
at
you
Jaminia.
must do it. You must consciously or unconsciously do a task. All right, everyone line up.
You're going to check us for subtle mind control? That's what you're doing?
I don't trust this at all.
Jaminia, what do you have to say about this? You know Simula better than any of us.
Amber, come back.
Amber, come on.
I want to hear what Jaminia has to say about
I want to hear what Jaminia has to say.
Jaminia says, if a Gios was placed on you while you are conscious, you will be aware of it. If she tries anything funny, you'll notice.
They say.
And what makes you think that she can't do anything else besides check for this Gios?
I am standing right here, Owen. If she does anything, either myself or Ivan, with his Dispel Magic, will be able to not only catch it, but undo it.
True.
Please, this is important. Please, this is important. If there is a Gios in one of our minds, then we need to know.
This
Would
is honestly
Zone
our
of
best
Truth
option.
make you feel better, Owen?
Yes.
What make me feel better?
Zone of Truth.
Oh, for the moment, I'm going to trust what Jaminia says, even if I don't trust what Simula says.
Same.
At this point,
I say we trust Simula right now. She knows what she's doing, so let's do this.
Just
Of
shocking
course
to
you would
say,
say that, Cross.
Okay, listen. We are not starting this, alright?
look. Besides,
everyone, please listen.
You know what? Maybe I have a way
I'm
around
not
it.
saying this. Simula is right. We need to know if there is a Gios on one of us.
I think I actually have a way around this without Simula doing anything first.
Oh my goodness.
Then do it.
I think I can ask a question. A very specific question.
Okay.
divination.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
As simple as a short phrase, or it might take the form of a cryptic rhyme or omen. Okay. It requires incense and a sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion.
I didn't realize I was supposed to have those items, no.
Alright, but we'll just, well, for the sake of it, we'll just say you have it.
Alright.
Alright.
If Simula is so sure that a Gios is responsible for Arkoth knowing so much about what's going on and being able to track us...
Wait, hang on a second. Am I allowed to sniff my clothes to see if I still have the incense on me from the cavern, from the tomb?
It's probably gone. It's
Alright,
gone.
we're just assuming that I have what is necessary for the spell.
Okay.
Yes.
Go for it.
So, my question would be, if we're assuming that Simula is sure that there is a Gios involved, so my simple question would be, which of us amongst our whole party has a Gios placed on them?
It is eerily quiet.
DM is typing...
I think he's giving
I
us
know.
the answer.
I'm kind of scared.
I feel like we were just kinda looking down at one another.
Yeah.
Alright.
The answer I have received from this divination spell for this question is none of them.
What?
What? Oh.
Oh, well, that's good. So that's theory 1 down the tube, and here we have theory 2. Someone has a bugged item, or someone is willingly being a traitor. So I'm going to cast detect magic right here.
I'm
Alright.
sure many of
And
us
Owen.
have magical items.
Yeah.
I'm just looking through.
Indeed, which is why I'm going to focus for a long time to see what kind of magic you all have on you.
Very good.
And while I'm doing that, Owen, I would really appreciate if you would cast the Zone of Truth. She sits down and she begins to focus.
Yeah. I'm looking through my items, see what I have.
I am too.
Oh right, I gotta remove the scimitar because I sold that.
All right.
I can think of one item.
While she is thinking, she's like, "Are any of you willingly giving information to Arkoth Worm?"
Absolutely
I am
not.
not.
I would never.
I hope not.
No.
No.
Nope.
Jaminia says no as well. Simula looks up and she's just has a look of frustration on her face. Ah! No bugged items, no traitors, no Gioses, no spies. How is he doing it?
This Jalen, where did Jalen come from? Because I recall that you were the one who gave Cross Jalen. Did the Warden have any possible contact with Jalen beforehand?
I wish to ask Jalen, Lucid, and Shiloh in the Zone of Truth the same question that Simula posed to us.
Because Jalen is the only one I could possibly think of that might have had any contact with the Warden before we met Jalen?
That doesn't seem likely.
It's talking.
They have all also agreed that they are not giving away information. Every member of our party.
Simula kicks a rock, and she immediately recoils as that was a very bad idea.
Temporary check.
How is he doing it? Wait a minute. And then she points to you all and says, "You said he invaded your dreams, am I right?"
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't say it.
We might as well have said it.
Roll spot checks.
Spot checks. Okay.
Spot check! Yay!
Jack.
Nope, wrong thing.
What is that?
Good.
Bad.
He's still a little tipsy.
I'm paying attention.
I'm that tipsy and I'm not.
I'm also paying attention.
I have a hangover.
You still have a little bit of a headache?
I have a hangover, yes. Leave me alone. Eh. Stop picking on me.
No, I think it's okay.
Alright.
You know, okay, so Rose, you see like gears are what looks like gears shifting in Simula's head, like she's, and then you see her eyes dart left and right as she's putting like a bunch of things together in her head.
You're the one who knows how he works better than all of us.
Yeah.
What do you know?
And here I hope that one piece of information we might have been able to use.
I know! I'm gonna string Joller him up by the toes!
That one thing that
Best laid plans of dwarves and humans.
Simula didn't know all this time, and now she has all the secrets, and we don't.
Yeah. Simula looks up with a smile. Well, it's unfortunate, but I still do not know how he was able to get it.
So, what do we do now?
Get what?
Well, if he is springing a trap for us, there's only one thing to do. Spring the trap. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, yes, Rose and Faye are both doing their sense motives. You know that she's telling the truth, but from the zone of truth, but you still sense that she's holding on to a piece of information.
Of course she is. Why
Dalaran,
wouldn't she?
I'm going to hurt you.
Get in line!
I would prefer it not. Thank you.
One time we could have gotten a straight answer.
All right. Well, I believe we should move onward.
Which way to the center?
Well, I haven't been here in a long time, but I believe it's north.
Forward. Actually, should someone roll a knowledge geography to figure out the lay of the lay?
That'd be our ranger, buddy.
That would be me.
Would it be
knowledge engineering?
Oh, it's been so long.
I made a survival check a while ago to see if I could see any tracks by the.
I will do knowledge, geography.
Wah, wah.
You kind of figured that. You figure that this is a city. Well, that's probably the best bet.
Okay, I guess I won't do engineering.
All right.
North.
Y'all heading north?
Heading north.
Yep, let's try it.
Following Ivan.
That
Whoa, hello.
Olivar?
What? Oh.
I see some.
Look at Lou, Cross!
Wait, where are we? Wait, where are we? I don't see.
I know where we are,
Give
but
him a
I'm
minute.
excited about who I'm
Oh,
seeing.
okay.
One second.
Just checking.
Wait. There we
Let
go.
it load,
There
let
we
it
are.
load.
Up.
Let it load.
Huh.
Let me just move over here.
Can we see him? Can I say we see him? Please, oh please, oh please.
Yes.
Yes!
This stuff.
Hello!
Soda.
There isn't our good friend Oliver!
What is he doing up here?
Cross, would you like to greet him?
I pause for a minute.
Nice to say.
I pause for a minute and then I decide to go around the pit.
Good call.
Why?
Solimer is, I take a little bit of a bow, ask respectfully, is that you, Solider?
Hello, Cross.
That sounded a little more than.
I'm here because I had to see something for myself. And quite frankly, I'm very disappointed.
What happened here?
What happened? You'll find out soon enough, but I have to say, you see, a little birdie named Alidamara whispered some very interesting things to me. Things like you are accepting the help of a devil and using hellish magic to amplify your abilities?
Yes, that's true. Tiefling, magic, Yes.
Tiefling I don't think that the other tiefling among you can do such a thing, can you? It's that Jaminia shakes her head. Interesting. And I recognize this magic. I was there when it first came into being. And you know what? It's devilish magic. Hellish magic from the Nine Hells to amplify your abilities, and you willingly accepted it. I'm going to be honest, Cross. I am ashamed of you. You have disgraced not only your profession, but all who follow my ideals. I was told about the things that you said, about not caring about whether the team stays together. If you don't care about the team, then why haven't you left? Why aren't you using your power to take care of your son? Or is he just not that important to you?
You don't know a thing about me, Solimer. You think that you do, but you don't.
Oh my gosh!
Rose is actively laughing at you.
You don't know why I'm doing this. You don't know what this means to me.
Oh, I am your god. I believe we've established that I know much about you. I've looked at you for a long time. I know you, Cross, and I know your life. You sacrificed everything once. Honorable enough, but then something happened. No one respected you anymore. And you know what? You hated that. There's something you don't want to admit to yourself. You enjoyed the glory and fear the legendary Black Arrow gave you. And now you're upset because it faded into obscurity by your own hands. You're not depressed because you failed your team. You just want the attention back and you're too cowardly to admit it. And now you found a new audience. But because they weren't willingly giving you the attention you wanted, you decided to take it by antagonizing them. You're no captain, you're no ranger. You're a child, throwing a fit that the tramp you fancy still hasn't decided whether she likes you or not. And you thought this would make her fall into your arms? You're an unbelievable buffoon, Cross.
Oh, dear. That is not true. That is not true for a single minute. I'm doing what I'm doing now for the sake of not just me, but for everyone else here. Let me guess, it wasn't Ark that put that little nightmare into my head. It was you, wasn't it?
He shakes his head. No, it wasn't.
That is never going to happen. I will not allow that to happen. You are wrong about me. I don't enjoy this. What are you talking about? I don't enjoy this.
He shakes his head. You enjoy the strength. You admitted it yourself. Olidamara heard it, and he told me everything. And you wanted to become stronger, you wanted to become better. And so here's a question that you should be asking yourself right now. Why didn't you ask me? I am your god, after all. Your very magic stems from me. I gave you the Black Arrow. In fact, he pulls out 5. I was very inclined to give you more. Did you not think to ask me for help, for guidance? Did you not think to confide in your friends earlier? They could have trained you, they could have gave you pointers. No, you took the path of least resistance, the one paved from a clearly untrustworthy source. You took the path that would intentionally anger your friends.
It's not like that.
It's not. It is, and I've had enough. He holds out his hand. Your bow and the Black Arrow. Give it to me. You've proven yourself unworthy.
I'm unworthy? I'm unworthy? That has got to be the biggest joke that I've heard this entire time. I am no joke. I am not weak. You sit there and you judge me, you look down on me, just like they do. You know what? For once in my life, I feel like I have some control over my life. Yes, I took a different path. I'm sorry that I've taken the goody two-shoes path. I'm sorry that I'm taking the light path. There's no such thing as clear light and dark anymore. Not anymore when it comes to this. You think you know me better than everyone else. I know that you're my god, but you know what? You're the disgrace right now, and I defy you for that.
Cross, that is enough.
Are you really throwing a fit because I'm taking your toys away? Am I being a big meanie? You're acting like a child, Cross. Give them to me now.
Or else what? You're gonna kill me?
Don't. Cross.
All of you shut up. I don't need a peanut gallery. This has been my thing the entire time. You all have just been along for the...
No, Cross!
How dare you!
I will roll intimidate.
And you have never been there for us. All you've cared about is your own glory. We are not your entourage. You used to be useful to us. But now what are you? You're so easily swayed by people, so easily angered, so easily broken. You weren't useless before, but you're useless to us now.
That's not true.
Everybody stop! Do you realize this is supposed to be a place of peace and worship? You're all falling apart! I had absolute 100% faith in this team! And now the one place where we're supposed to get along and work together and be friends, everything's just falling apart! Enough!
You know what, Solimer? Stress sigh.
Where am I patient?
You're right.
He knocks an arrow. Give it back, or I'm going to take it by force.
You're right. It's time I stopped lying to myself. I enjoyed it. I didn't do the killing because I had to. I didn't do what I did because I had to. I wanted to. And I liked it. And now I'm still in the same place. I'm still in the same place as that night. That night where I had to put everyone down. That night. That night where I lost everything. Why I became this. Why I left my son. Why I left my home. Why I left all of this. Do you want to know the real truth? I beg for death every morning, but there's still that little glimmer of hope that I can probably get out of this. It's been like that for months. It's been like that for years. You want to take all this away from me? You want to strip me down to everything that I am? I will still be standing, because that's all I know how to do now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
You're gonna just have to kill me.
See, he lets loose the arrow.
Jaminia!
Oh no.
The crackling black arrow screams as it sails through the air, headed directly towards Cross. Immediately, you see Jaminia jump in the way.
No!
Jaminia!
The arrow embeds into her chest,
Oh no.
striking her directly in the heart.
Oh boy.
No.
Simula clutches her chest, wide eyes as she also collapses face first onto the floor.
Oh crud.
Owen,
Jaminia!
I'm heading over to Simula.
Oliver steps back wide-eyed.
Jaminia! No!
Am I allowed to cast a spell?
Yes?
Okay.
You will not take this from me. He lunges at Solimer and tackles him to the ground. You will not take everything. You will never take this from me.
what are we
You see that
doing?
Oliver's
is
not
that
really paying
sound?
attention to you.
Alright, I while that's happening...
Oliver's looking around in horror.
Oliver,
No!
what do you do?
No! It was a mistake! It was a mistake!
What is going on?
What is
Oh
happening?
god, I jumped
Weird.
in. Oliver!
Oh no, no, no.
No!
What? What's it?
A giant,
Oh my
bony hand
God.
bursts from the ground and grabs Solinor.
Oh, by Corellian's mercy! What was that?
Pulling him backwards into shadows. He gives a harrowing scream as he is pulled into the black and vanishes from sight. A few seconds later, you hear a meaty crunch.
He appeared.
Cross. You suddenly feel a void in your soul, like something was taken away.
Is Jaminia stable?
I end up dropping to my knees and, seeing Junia, I immediately pull her close.
Is Jaminia conscious?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so she is out of danger?
Yes.
Alright, if she is out of danger, I have to immediately go over to Cross. I have to grab him by the ear. I have to pull him immediately down.
Oh no.
No, he's on his knees. You don't have to.
You
I have to pull him down by the ear. I have to grab his whole ear, and I am not letting go.
Heavy breathing.
I do what he's doing. I am not letting go.
Cross, what have you done?
It should have been me.
It should have.
So,
Call over. Faye, I need some help. Faye, I need some help with Simula.
It should have been me.
What?
Oh, I fall to my knees.
okay, I've got a free hand. I can punch him in the nose.
Oh no!
Thank you.
No!
No.
I am so close to bringing him by his neck.
No, I have to do this. I have to punch him in the nose with my free
does
hand.
anyone else
You're lifting Simula up?
Yeah, I need to help her up.
Ember, please don't.
Ivan, get out of the way.
No, please.
I'll help him. I'll help him.
Don't.
I'll help him.
Please don't.
Help Simula up.
We've lost enough already.
That hurt. That hurt.
And I'm sure you're not the only one that felt that.
I turn, I see these two. I don't know who they are.
Oh, it's Paler and
Pelor and Alana.
Oh.
It's my deity and Ivan.
Sorry,
It's like Peller gives you a polite nod as he passes by you. And then he moves over to Simula. Lana moves over to Jaminia. What? She looks towards Owen. What spell did you use?
I used heal on Jaminia.
Good. Real shame what's going to happen to her soon after this. Peter looks up. Alana, we promised not to say. It's a stupid promise that we shouldn't have made. What? We still made it.
What do you mean?
Well, we still... It's something else, but we do need to say this now, so you all understand the weight of what just happened. The god of the hunt, and my friend, Solanor Philandra, he's dead. All of the gods are bound by certain primordial laws, and he broke it when he struck Jaminia. The thing is that he struck a mortal who had not transgressed him. Jaminia had done so by getting it in his way, but Simula is linked to her, and Solanor had not only caused her to come to harm, but placed the child that Simula carries in danger. Ergo, he had broken the primeval pact.
Are you happy now, Cross? I hope so. I hope you get everything you deserve. I carry Ivan away.
It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Peter, it's a Pelor looks around and says, "This is why we are hesitant to be a constant presence in the lives of those under us, because this is always the risk." What?
By Corellian's mercy.
Peter walks over to Ivan and gives him a hug.
I take.
We just witnessed the slaying of a god.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, Ivan. It's not your fault, Ivan.
We've lost a friend today.
It's not your fault, Ivan.
I know what it feels like to almost lose a friend. I'm so sorry. It hurts, I know it does. And to have it in a place where peace and love is supposed to reign, it's not fair. Gods have feelings just like we do, and I know. I respect you all for trying to partake in our life and help us as much as you can, and you had to suffer for it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's like Peter strokes your head. It's not your fault. This is always we all knew the risks, and we still do this. We still do this anyway.
You're very brave.
Lana moves over to Faithurin. There are some things you should be aware of. The Primeval Pact, it has a very, very long history, and Pelor and I must be elsewhere soon. Perhaps this will suffice. Look in your journal. Look in your journal.
Okay, I see it.
I'd had to reload my page. I think
read those at your earliest opportunity. But for now, Pelor and I must be off. We need to converse with the others about what has happened.
Bye.
Be strong, everyone. We need it. This world is going to need it.
I move over to this balcony and I like quick strike on and start praying to Aravan silently.
I bow my head and pray to Tamara.
Simula has this wide-eyed look of just pure incomprehension. I never foresaw this. How? Why?
I turn over. There's a lot of things we haven't foreseen. Oddly enough, I always try to be one step ahead of you this entire time, and now we realize we're 3 steps behind whatever happened. Now you know how it feels to be me. Should I roll a knowledge listen to so I can interpret what what they just said?
Well, if you know Elvish, you already know what she said.
Yes, but well, player doesn't know it, but Jalor knows it. Thank you.
Jaminia,
All right, thank you.
Jaminia looks up and hugs Cross. At that, she begins to cry and she's sobbing into Cross's shoulder. I'm sorry.
No, this is my fault. It should have been me. I wanted that arrow. I wanted it.
You don't even remember her name! Don't pretend you've appreciated the things given to you, Cross. You've had so many people help you, and you've forgotten them. How many times have I had to remind you of Jalen? You don't even remember your arrow's name, and he will never be able to help you again, and you never appreciated the help he gave you.
He was right. I am weak. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to ever fire an arrow again. I lost that privilege when I killed my teammates. I keep telling myself I never actually said that. I tried to find some way to believe this wasn't my fault. We were hunting a sorceress named Domedi. We had been chasing her for a month. We'd finally countered her one final spell she had in mind. She was going to eliminate an entire town. I shot an arrow right into her head. But she had one last trick up her sleeve. She poisoned everyone in my team. I was supposed to go down, but Jurkus took that shot for me. They were possessed. They weren't the same people I knew. All they were was just blood hungry, and I was outnumbered. I had no choice but to kill them. Each of them. And then, I couldn't go back home after that. I couldn't raise my son after that. So I left. I became something that I needed to be to survive through all this. My uncle gave me the black arrow. He gave me its secrets, its identity.
Something you want to say?
You're echoing.
I'm echoing. I'll plug in the headphones again. Give me a minute.
And so.
Is that any better?
Hello. It's much more faint. It's livable.
And so. I took the mantle. I became the Black Arrow, and I hid. I put myself into exile and I killed. I killed anyone who was in my way, but I didn't do it because I wanted to, I did it because I liked it. I just wanted the pain to end. All I could feel in me was just darkness. It was consuming me. Every day. I couldn't go back to face anyone. I became something different. I became the Black Arrow completely. I just wanna be dead. That's when I saw that arrow coming right for me. I knew it was my time. Unintelligible. I shouldn't be a part of this world.
Enough! It's not for you to decide.
Jaminia looks at you and says, "You've made mistakes, Cross. And unfortunately these small mistakes have had large consequences. But you never anticipated this. None of this was intended. Accidents, this was an accident."
You shouldn't have done it for me.
Agreed.
We are all people in a flawed and broken world. We're just trying. All we can ask is that we do the best that we can. And it's not fair that you've had these things happen to you. You've had your cross luck for most of your life, and yet the small actions having large consequences. It's not because of you. It's just because this world is flawed, and we all are flawed. But I do want to ask you something now, Cross. Are you going to try? Are you going to take this? Are you going to give up? Are you going to let the Warden, Arketh Wormwood, win? Because this is what he wants.
The ball has to keep rolling. Whether I walk with it or let it fade away is my choice. That's what she told me. I told her that. I told her that I would never stop going with it. I would never lose sight of it. I promised her that.
Jaminia stands up and holds down her hand to you. Will you stand or will you cower? Will you be a child or will you be a man?
He slowly takes a hand and stands up. After all this is over, I should leave. I'm a mess too.
Jaminia gives you a hug. If you feel that's best, I won't stop you, but please, we have a while, please think about it.
Sigh. How could you even say something like that? How could you be so forgiving of me?
Because others were forgiving. If I were not, if my God can forgive someone like me, if my God can forgive anyone who chooses to follow them, I would be a very horrible hypocrite if I would not forgive as well. I could not claim to be a follower of Heronius if I did not show mercy.
My God is dead because of my selfish actions. Right in front of me.
No, we are all to blame for we all had a hand in this accident. It's not anyone's fault. It was an accident.
Bless you.
So at the end, I jumped in front of the arrow. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know the rules of whatever pact that was. I just acted because I acted. It was an accident, and now we just need to pick ourselves up and press onward.
I owe everyone here an apology, but that's not going to fix it, and that never will. I'm gonna have to live with this, everything else, for the rest of my life. Sigh. That is something that I've lived with before, and that is something I will still live with.
Sometimes redemption must be earned. Sometimes redemption must be earned. I know that. She looks over to Phaethrin. I know that of all things. But we must continue onwards.
Yes.
Do you have the strength to continue?
Honestly, no. I have to.
Jiminia smiles. And that's what I love about you.
He just goes to hug her again, just sobbing into her shoulder. Okay, I need a moment after all that.
That was great.
Dang!
Oh my god! Woo!
Can we get a standing ovation for that performance?
Sir Ivan and Zach, Ben and Zach, epic performance on both your parts.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously,
Like, I thought you guys were are y'all really crying? Because holy cow!
Yeah, I was legit.
That was 100% genuine.
That was
It's better than acting
amazing.
right there.
All right. Well, now we move on to the next segment.
All right. Melody says,
Oh, what is this?
"Supposed to be the tree.
Is that the Sky Seeder?
Don't touch it, just in case."
Don't touch it. Yeah.
Like, I know we've been through this. We know how this works.
Where are we now?
You see a pristine white marble chamber resting above a roaring white fire. A giant white diamond floats, slowly rotating. You see a piece of paper below it, burned and stained.
What is?
Faye, cast me. Bring the piece of paper over here. Do you have Mage Hand? That way we don't like cross it.
Yeah, hang on.
Ivan, do you know this place?
Cast Mage Hand to bring it. Thank you.
All right. The piece of paper slowly floats over to you.
What language is it in?
It's in common.
Okay.
Okay, so anybody can read it.
Burn and stand over.
Oh, it's a diagram.
You can't read a lot of the words.
Can I roll Decipher Script to determine if there were what it would have been?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Where is it? I know I have this bloody spell.
What is
24.
You're looking at this, and you're pretty sure this is some sort of engineer's journal.
An engineer on Cumelis. Huh.
Interesting.
Do we have any magic that restores an item to...
What about Ivan's, item restoration spell?
I do have that, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Go to spells, yeah.
This is a beautiful map, by the way.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, it's very nice.
I've been saving this one for a long time.
Do I have item restoration? Let's see it on my list.
You repair item. That's
yeah, repair item. Okay, so I will cast that on the piece of paper if that counts as repairing it.
Okay, cast it.
Go for it.
Right, so I gotta do perform string again. There we go.
Did it.
Oh!
Better.
Dang it.
Unfortunately, your string breaks because you're still a little trembly.
Sorry.
Better. Yeah, quick mend that before the next encounter.
Don't you still have at least one spare string? You had a few, didn't you?
Let me. I think I do. Yeah, I have a few actually. Let me check my backpack. Yes, I do.
It's Jiminia's kind of rubbing her leg at the moment.
What?
Yeah, I kind of rolled my ankle walking down the stairs. I'm fine.
I can try and heal it. With the wand, or should I save that for?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just a rolled ankle. I'll walk it off.
Alright.
If you're sure.
Okay, so I do have an extra loot string. Could I restring it?
Yes.
That's repair. Is that that's a skill, not a spell, right?
Would you cast mend?
Have you had to
That's
roll?
that's a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Do same thing as before.
Yeah, just,
Cross. You notice your quiver actually falls off your back.
oh.
That's odd. Almost like it came undone at the seams.
Do you need any assistance, Ivan? I got.
Yeah. Let's see if it. Can anyone sew that? Can anyone try and sew this back on?
Yeah, that's weird. This thing has been sturdy this entire time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in anyone's power.
I can try. Let me give me a sec. All right. Rolling sleight of hand to see if I can restring the bow.
Second.
Don't you mean the quiver?
You're able to fandangle it together, and you realize that you're going to have to get to an actual tailor in order to fix it.
So did my bow snap, or my quiver snapped?
The quiver for the string holding your quiver around your chest snapped.
Okay.
Oh, and that sleight of hand was to restring my loot. Could I do that?
Yeah.
Good. Alright, so at least my loot's back together, but I guess I'll have to carry it for now.
Alright.
We can figure
Gonna
out.
get another. Alright. Well, alright. Well, still, Jaminia walks forward and says, "You know, I want to ask Ivan a particular question. Do you think your ancestors, your people, would they mind us using this city?"
Use how would you mean use?
I mean, I'm thinking tactically here. It would make a fantastic perch for the dragons in case the battle becomes bigger beyond us.
Are they all gone? All of Ivan's people?
They can't be all gone, can they?
We haven't searched the entire city. I mean, we did believe
She looks at.
Sorry.
Yeah, she looks at the paper. It's like, I don't know. It's like I feel like there's something in these words that might hold the key to what happened.
Well, let's have Ivan cast his spell again and see if it can shed some more light.
I could try again, yeah. Let's see. Try the same spell again. Please, no natural ones. No natural ones.
You want a 20 or higher. You want a 10 or higher. Come on.
Yep. Do it.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright.
Much better.
Yeah, not much better. Only like a little bit better.
Yeah, you barely didn't fail.
Still better.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Better than
That is firmly in the "I'll take it" category.
Yeah.
1 minute.
This sounds like something out of Art and Nelico. It's beautiful.
What? It's Joe. It's which one? Joe Asashi? The name of it? The composer?
Yes, Joe Hisaishi, who wrote the music. This is from Castle in the Sky, and I'm having a really hard time not singing along at the top of my lungs because I'm here and I don't want to.
Yeah,
Because I've seen the trailer for this anime and I've never seen it, but now I'm tempted to.
Oh my
Just by
god!
hearing this.
Alright, it's been updated.
I was saying it's ironic because you said I copied Castle in the Sky, but I've never seen Castle in the Sky.
I know.
I've never
It's
seen
funny.
it, yeah.
But no, this is like the best soundtrack Joe Hisaishi ever wrote for Miyazaki, and just
Yes.
okay,
Yes,
I'm done.
absolutely.
You said that the document's been updated?
It doesn't
Yeah,
look any different.
you need to click out of it. Okay, so X out of it, and I'm gonna redo it again. Reshow it to you.
Okay, there
Oh,
it is.
there we go.
It's
Okay.
Still muffled.
still very...
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
so
something
it's
about
just- words have been added.
Well, I guess you need to cast the spell again to restore it even more.
Well,
Does anybody
if
else
I
have a
might be,
spell too?
if I might be so bold, maybe we should stay here for a while.
Hold on a second, let me see if I can. They mentioned a diamond, and if this last part here, warning if diamond power city fall.
Okay, so don't take the diamond then.
So the diamond is the city's power source, I'm assuming. Ivan, do you know anything about a diamond?
I was never told about a diamond before.
Hang on, Peninsula Mountains. They left for a home on the ground?
Did they lose faith in the city and they all abandoned it?
Wait a second. The map of the other world where Team 2 wasn't that having a peninsula with mountains?
Give me.
Yes, and wasn't there a cathedral on it?
Yes, there was.
Or am I crazy?
There was an island on that map that had a cathedral on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the peninsula was something different then.
The peninsula was basically just a line of trees.
Josh, can you please bring up the map again?
1 minute.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
Thank you very much.
Oh, there we go.
Was it the Vexant branch? That's what I'm thinking of, the Urnian Peninsula, and then yeah.
Here over here is Zavoria Island.
Zavoria Island.
That was a pretty nice castle.
Shore of the island, sorry.
I was thinking of this Vexant branch, but I guess
branch.
it's not too mountainous. It's only partially mountainous with lots of woodland. But it is a peninsula.
It is a peninsula. Unfortunately, it's not called a peninsula, so...
Yeah.
Well, it could just be talking about the landmass.
We need to
Anyway.
decipher this further to get some more info.
We have an idea.
Much metagaming to be done.
Well,
Yeah.
That's why I think we should stay here for a while to rest and to try to decipher anything else from this if we can.
Now we seem to be safe up here. I don't think there's anything we should have to fight up here.
And there are actually many housing facilities we can go to in this area. In fact, I was raised by the village elder.
Oh.
He might still be here.
I know the way to his. If he is still alive, maybe he stayed to watch over the city.
I'll follow you, Ivan.
I know the way to his home. I could show you guys.
All right. Well then. All right.
Alright, we do have a...
On that note, that is the end of the chapter.
Ow! No fighting. I don't care. My heart is freaking on the verge of explosion anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
the-
Owen beat me to the punch. I wanted to slaughter Cross, and then Owen got out of the way, and I'm like, dang it!
Well, I was already right next to Cross because, hey, I had rushed over to make sure Jaminia wasn't going to die.
That's fair, but I'm like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Right?
Ivan's like,
So yes, I wanted this to be kind of roleplay heavy because the world that the city and culture that Finn created did not allow for any sort of combat whatsoever unless something happened. So
Yeah. I actually, now that you guys know the whole thing, I could actually show you guys the backstory I had written out for it. It's actually pretty good.
Yep, you can now reveal your backstory, Ivan.
Yay!
How many months since you first wrote that up, and now we get to see it? Yay!
That thing is like as big as a book. Anywho,
Yeah, I wrote a lot of detail.
yeah, I love it, and
thank
yeah, but yes, this is a so yeah, I've been planning this for a while, ever since
Redacted.
came to me with the ideas for his character.
That was amazing.
Yes. And when I heard about that...
Ross, you're the freaking MVP of this game, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah!
Holy cow.
Dude, you're acting!
On point,
I mean,
all
Ben
y'all.
was crying. I thought you both were crying for real. I'm like, okay, how are
were.
we doing this?
They
How are we
were
doing
both
that?
legit crying.
Yeah.
Legit, not even
It's
kidding.
called
Like,
method acting.
like my
Yeah,
eyes
dang,
like
son.
hurt a little bit.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Criers Club, buddy.
Yeah, actually,
Redacted.
it's because of what Cross was going through. It gave me the idea. It's like, wait a minute, what? Like Cross and him are on similar paths. Why not incorporate that into the story? Like have it be parallel.
Nice.
They really
Yeah.
are
We're
like
like little brothers.
So yeah, had a lot of great conversations in here. I am very proud of all of you.
Thank you.
I'm glad a lot of you had a great time to shine in this session.
Yeah.
This was emotionally draining.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I had fun watching everybody. I think the only time my character had fun was when she got drunk.
That was pretty funny though.
That was
Well,
hilarious.
actually, funny thing, Amber, I was actually expecting either Cross or me. I was actually expecting Cross or Jalen to get drunk, and all of a sudden I see Amber rolling a Constitution check.
Never mind.
Well, yeah, it's because Amber is so spiteful and angry with Cross and Simula right now that she's just beside herself and she's just trying to drink that anger away.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I was just there to kind of keep her in check, and all I ordered was a water.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe that. Ivan lost it.
Yeah, the whole thing.
I know, right? It was great.
Because the whole thing, think about it. Not only has Ivan been within a team that's like falling apart around him, and he's trying to keep it together, but the place where his love of friendship and love of all things on Earth started is literally falling apart around him. So not only are his friends falling apart, but so is what he wants to
You got it.
Yeah.
Symbolism Ask me what it means! Ask me what it means!
And they figured, like, not only was
guys, I worked hard on this, alright?
No,
I
you
worked
did
hard on
a
this.
beautiful job.
This was beautiful. I had so much
Absolutely,
fun.
it was wonderful.
Oh yes, so yes, Solanor. So yes, a god is dead.
Yeah, holy heck!
I did not know that could happen.
Yeah.
No, I knew it could happen. I didn't think it would happen.
I didn't know it could.
Pretty big reality check for Cross now.
Yeah, but yes, Faithern, I have given you a very I've given you some extensive things to read, and I do want to listen to your. What do you think of it?
Yeah, given to her by my goddess.
A while
Nelly.
to read this. Yeah. No,
I'm gonna be honest.
you guys do not know the size of the document that he sent my way.
Rose is gonna be looking over your shoulder, honey.
Uh-huh.
Yep. You know what? Because of that, I'm gonna also put that in your.
Yay! That'll save me time.
Yay!
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, only you two can read these.
Endless theorizing conversations. Yay, background.
Yes.
You see how large that is?
Yes, endless theorizing. So yes, I do look forward to what you think I have planned. But for now, I do want to get ready for my flight out. So
Yes. I have to drive my girlfriend home as well. By the way, Seiko was here the whole time.
Oh yeah, have fun, you two.
Hi, Seiko!
All the shipping.
Do we have
Thanks
any
for joining us,
closing-
Sega, honey.
Do we have any
And you
closing
too, Kiki.
thoughts before we end for today?
This was, I think, if you've been watching this and you thought these emotional moments like where we've had our emotional moments. I'm just gonna say this right now, I think this is most emotional session we've ever done. This beats out every,
Kidding.
Yeah, without
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree.
Definitely for yours and Finn's characters by far.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for your characters in particular.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is the most emotional for my character, but for yours and Finn's, like, holy heck.
Yeah,
I'm actually kinda hoping-
like
all
Amber
the
is
time.
shaken for Ivan. She is shaken for Ivan, but her anger and rage at Cross has grown significantly now. I don't know how this is gonna patch.
I know, right?
I'll
see.
After the next session for both of us.
Like I'm thinking
Alright.
this is the session where I kill Cross. No, it hasn't happened yet.
I would have helped you, very likely.
all right.
Yeah,
Well then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully we get a little more depth into the assassin the assassin foreshadowing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's I got plans. No spoilers, please.
Okay.
I've been waiting to drop that reveal on you guys of what happened to Cross's team for ages. Like, oh my god.
Place to do
Now you
so.
know how I feel. I've been wanting to do a lot of this for a while.
How many characters are even left in the group who you don't know the backstory to?
You!
I'm the only one left now.
Yeah, you solitary dwarf.
All right. Well, okay. So I think that is about it. Shall we close off?
Yes.
I will close everything off. Thank you
Gotta kick
very
me
much
to
for
Thank
such
you,
a
DM.
wonderful session today, Josh. You've done a fantastic job with all your setup today. And let's look forward to the next session and see what happens.
Assuming I don't have a stroke before then.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye!
Bye.